Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Being a homeowner, being a builder of your own home, it takes on a lot of responsibilities and a lot of decisions that you have to make. One of the responsibilities are what type of building materials that you actually buy to build your home. And it's all a matter of personal taste. Well, it's a matter of personal taste and budget. If you remember back in the Philippines, we bought a lot of granite. We bought granite and we bought quartz for our build and our construction with Villa Feliz. Unfortunately, some of the variety that you have in the Philippines is limited. And not only is variety limited, but sometimes the thicknesses that you desire are not available, which leads to today's episode. Today we have a special episode. We are going on a field trip. We're going on a field trip to one of the local granite companies here in the North Charleston area. I did some research online, I did some comparisons, I looked at some other reviews, and I spoke with some of the owners of some of the different granite and marble companies here in the local area. And I found one I think you're going to be surprised with, and I hope that you get some good information. And if you live in the local area, this might be a company that you might consider for your next build or upgrade. So the next question you might ask is, James, you already bought all this granite in the Philippines. Why are you looking at granite in the United States? Well, again, it has to do with variety, it has to do with dimensions, and it also has to do with, we still have a couple items that I haven't purchased granite for in the Philippines that are small enough that can actually fit in the Balic buying boxes. And what I'm talking about is inside our shower, inside the CR area, our bathroom. We have a couple of benches and shelves that need to be done, and I found a wonderful local company here in the North Charleston area that can satisfy my requirements with the type of material that I want and the dimensions that I want. So that's what our trip is going to be today. So let's go ahead and pack up, head down the road, and go visit our local granite and marble manufacturing company. Well, let's go ahead and get today started. Let's head on down to that local granite company and see what they have to offer. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Well, here we are at Universal Marble and Granite on Peppermill Parkway here in North Charleston, South Carolina. We're going to go inside, we're going to talk with the proprietor, hopefully he's here today, and pick up our pieces of granite because he called me up yesterday and said they're ready, and hopefully we can get a demonstration, we can get a behind the scene view of what goes on when they are actually cutting and honing and doing the things that they need to do, plus some really neat technology that I'm excited to share with you today. So let's go ahead and head on in. Hey,
how you doing?
Good to see you.
Saw you out there videographing.
Well, anyway, we are inside Charleston Marble and Granite. This is their showroom that they have inside here. And I am with the proprietor over here, and this is Greg Hoffman. And he's going to do some demonstrations for us today. He's going to show us what he has for product availability here. And I got to tell you, Greg, when I came the other day, I went to several of the marble and granite shops in the local area, and I did some research in the Tri-County area. And I got to tell you, I was really impressed by what you have to offer here. Plus, I was impressed by your hospitality when I walked into the door.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
The customer service is probably one of the main things that brings people into the showroom, and for the continuing care and maintenance and things like that.
Yep.
If you have any problems, and people really are looking forward to stuff like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to talk. Look, can you do me a favor? Give me your story that you told me the other day when I came in about your company, how you created your company, and some of your background in the area. Can you talk about that?
Oh, absolutely. Bit? Yeah. Universal Marble and Granite's been in this location for about 14 years, supplying people with kitchen countertops, fireplace surrounds, tub surrounds, bathroom vanities, etc. We've expanded into doing a tremendous amount of outdoor kitchens now, so we do a full plethora of all marble, granite, and quartz needs for our customers. And, you know, some of these outdoor kitchens are bigger than regular kitchens. I just got off with a customer about 10 minutes ago. We just finished an 85 square foot kitchen Saturday afternoon for him. I mean, some of these things are huge, and
you have
the
some-
appliances they build into them are amazing. And we've even taken some product, and some of our customers don't like for a product to be reflective. So we'll go in. We had two huge bundles of a very large stone Dallas white hone, so that it was non-reflective in outdoor areas. So you're by it, the sun's not bouncing off of it, etc. Makes the stone a little cooler also in an outdoor environment. And we just had a local vendor of ours last week. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, is going to start supporting UV outdoor quartz. So we're going to have a quartz offering that can go outside, which has never been able to do. Quartz is not an outdoor product typically, so we're very excited about that.
Well, that's what I was talking about,
The-
technology. He has so much information. I'm a techie junkie. You know from watching the videos that as we've gone through, whether it's electronics or plumbing or home building supplies. And I tell you what, he surprised me with some of the new technologies that they have here. And before we actually go outside and do some of the demonstrations, do you still have the laser thing set
Yeah, we
up
do.
inside it?
Yeah, we have
I want to show you that something he showed me the other day that it absolutely blew my mind. And can we show the folks here
Sure,
that
absolutely.
technology
Sure,
that you have
before
there?
we get up.
And I don't know how unique that is, this environment, or if you're one of the first people.
We're one of very few that have that in
Yeah.
the Charleston area.
So if you're looking for something and you want preciseness, if you're building a kitchen, some kitchen counters, an island, or something inside your house, and you want it to fit exact. Not the way we had ours done in the Philippines. Remember, that was just some measurements coming out and making some corrections. We had to fix a lot of stuff on that. But if you want some preciseness, I got something that I need to show you, and we're going to show you right now.
Great,
All right,
fantastic.
great. Well, what we're doing right now, well, not what we're doing, what Greg and his assistant here, Victor, is doing, they're setting up this new technology that has to do with dimensioning a room and getting the perfect cut for your countertop or whatever it is that you're putting inside your home. But I'm going to let the professionals talk a little bit more about this. So I'll let Greg talk about it, and maybe we can get Victor to explain some of what he's doing as far as setting up this piece of equipment.
So yes, we're very excited to have brought in this Laser Products latest 3D laser templating system about 3 weeks ago. So what it does, it sits on a tripod, and it not only picks up your cabinets, so we have your exact cabinet dimensions, even if they're a little off, on a large island, etc. It picks up your countertop. We're able to put in any radiuses for overhangs, etc. If you wanted some special curved section on the end of a bar top, we're able to input that. But the real beauty of this thing is the 3D portion that picks up the back and side walls. So we're able to take a look at your back kitchen wall and side walls and plot those exactly. So all of a sudden we're able to go in and put a template on and have it fit like a glove to your existing countertop measurements. And as we all know, at least in the Charleston area, a lot of the old homes certainly don't have straight walls, but a lot of the new ones aren't either. And whether it's a curved wall or it's a wall that goes off at an angle, it picks this up to perfection.
Well, we certainly could have used this in the Philippines, because there's no such thing as a straight wall in the Philippines.
I bet. And you can just get a view here of some of the technology, and this is how it plots out. And
So this is an example of what would be like a kitchen, or the type
Yeah,
of...
this will be the layout of a kitchen. It lays out the kitchen exactly how it is in your home. So if say your sink's here and your other two with the fridge, other two countertops with the fridge is here, it'll lay it out exactly how you're doing. So if there's any veins that have to be matching flow, you're able to do that because you have the layout exactly how it is at the house.
So that minimizes any risk of having any problem with a faults or...
Faults or the veins or the flow of the slab, anything like that.
Yeah.
It does help a lot.
Okay, great.
And then we take this. Once this is plotted, we take it back, and we've got a laser templating plotter from Data Graphics, which I'd like to show you. So once we have that information plotted, we send it to our Allen Data Graphics printer here, and this printer prints out a thick plastic sheet and cuts it to the exact dimensions of not only your countertop, but also your back and side walls. Then we're able to take that, put that on the stone itself, and use this as a true template so we can make your stone products fit like a glove.
Wow.
It's working tremendously for us. This is technology at its best. An interesting sample board of different edgings that we have. So across here you'll be able to find the half bull nose, a waterfall, a quarter bevel, a full bull nose, a quarter radius, an OG, and a half bevel.
So you have a lot of options on how you want to have the finished edges of your countertop or tabletop or whatever.
Correct.
Wow.
What we're finding now, the majority of customers, probably 85% of our customers, are using a standard straight or east edge. We find that we have a number of customers that may go in and use a quarter bevel, like this one here, or quarter radius, and we have a quarter bevel over here also. And those are by far
a little more simple.
Those are by far our most popular edges.
Anyway, Greg has us back in the back area in the warehouse, and this is where all the magic occurs back here. And he's going to give us some demonstrations of how they actually do things like cutting some of the granite and some of the heavy-duty equipment that's used in the processes. Anyway, I'm going to let you talk about this bridge saw?
Bridge saw, yes. Yeah.
About the bridge saw that he was just talking about. So he'll give us a little example of some of the equipment that he has here in the back of the warehouse.
So we're very excited. We brought a next generation bridge saw about 9 weeks ago now, and it's CNC controlled touchscreen technology. Even has a little remote, so you can go ahead and sneak up 1/16 of an inch at a time to get some very precise cuts. It has a platen. Of course, the platen flips up to pick up your shoot, and then as it goes down, we're able to auto-rotating platen, which locks it 45, 90, 180 degrees, and then additionally we have a blade that locks into 45 degrees for bevel. So we find ourselves doing a lot of waterfall edges. We finished one last Friday, 10-foot quartz island with 2 waterfall edges down to the ground. So this has been a workhorse for us, and we're very happy to have this on board now.
Now, does this integrate with any of your software, your CAD software, or is it just the templates that you use?
Just the templates.
The templates,
yes.
And you lay the templates on here and you use it for all your cutting
for
processes?
all of our cutting processes.
I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
Yep.
Well, this is a massive piece of equipment. You're going to kind of give us a demonstration of...
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Great.
Let me see if... Okay. Auto-rotating platen with huge integral locks that lock it at 90, 180, and 45 degrees to get extremely precise cuts. That's one big heavy piece of equipment there, and included in that you've got to figure you've got another 2,000-pound slab on top of it. It's moving around.
That was the next question was capacity. What's the maximum capacity of that?
It'll take any slab that we're aware of.
And what about the dimension? What's the largest size?
We put 11-footers on there so far. Yeah. And that's why they call it a bridge saw.
One of the things that really impressed me when I was talking with Greg earlier, and he was telling me about the different types of stones, the varieties that they have, is also the different places he secures a lot of his material from around the world. It's not just one place he picks up his material from. And I'm going to ask him to explain a little bit about where he actually gets some of the stone from and some of the characteristics between some of the variations that he has.
So once we brought this brand new bridge saw in, we were able to take some of our granite and quartzite products and move those out, and we brought in and expanded our in-house quartz offering, as well as a number of exotics that we brought in-house, and I'd like to show you a few of those. Here's some beautiful quartz here called Everest. This is another quartz product called Calcutta Sponda. Well, Calcutta is because of the veining. So the vein product. So you'll see a few Calcutta type products here as we walk through. This is a gorgeous natural product called Avalanche.
Avalanche.
I believe it comes from Brazil. That we're doing right now.
Well, something I got to ask you about is what is the standard the standard thicknesses of what you use from, or what customers are actually looking for here in the Charleston Tri-County area?
So the majority of our product is 3 centimeters, so that equates to almost 1.25 inches, plus or minus, a 1/16 or an 1/8 on either side of that. So
you know what we get in the Philippines?
What do you get?
2 centimeters.
Oh, there you go. and we do 2 centimeters.
Yeah, 2 centimeters.
We do a lot of. We're doing a laminated project next week, a 4 cm edge. So we take 2 centimeter product, and we'll take 3.5 inches around it, and then we've got a big bar top on the other end, and we're able to laminate that and create a nice thick bold edge for someone, not only on their kitchen countertop but also on their island.
And that's pretty much what we have to do when we build there. They do that same process, but they use the 2 centimeter,
the 2 centimeter,
and they'll add another 2 centimeter underneath the bottom of that just to do the edge, but it's thin on it, and it's a cost saving factor.
Sure, absolutely. And weight, transportation, sure. Here's some other very pretty products. This is called titanium. And here's a couple of different versions of Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal's another exotic. It's a quartzite. Comes in a very pleasing light beige color. Very popular in some of the higher end homes, both in kitchen and vanity areas.
I got to tell you, I'm all about the beige colors. I love beige, the natural beige colors, the earth tone colors.
Sure, the earth tones. Yeah. Sure. And here's some more quartz product. Now, quartz is a man-made product, so it's 97% quartz crystals in a polymer, and then under 20,000 pounds of pressure. So the advantages to quartz is quartz cannot stain. So there is nowhere for any coffee or other residue, any lemon acid stains, etc. to go. Quartz is a solid surface.
And if you remember, when we did the kitchen, all of our countertop for the kitchen, all of our island, it's all quartz. And that's the main reason. The main reasons you gave, the good factors for that. The good characteristics, that's what we wanted. Especially in the kitchen, you want something that is as stain resistant as possible. And this is a great option for you to have inside the kitchen area.
It is, and it's come a long way. There's literally hundreds of different options of quartz now, and quartz, the look of quartz is getting a lot better every year. It's getting to look more like a natural product. This is our largest selling quartz at this time. It's called Mysterio, and this one is manufactured by Vicastone, a very high quality manufacturer of quartz products. This one happens to be made in India. Has a very white background with these steel gray wisps that go throughout. Looks beautiful. We're doing a lot of this on the water in Isle of Palms, Pkwy Island, some large homes. And here's a gorgeous product that we brought in about half an hour ago. This is called Borghini Gold. And it's another Calcutta product with the veining, and it has the beiges and the light tans in it. We just finished a large kitchen project with 5 slabs of this. One was the island. The island was 10 foot long, and we cut 45 degree edges on the countertop and 2 sides, and we waterfalled both sides of this 60 inches wide all the way down to the ground.
Now, when you say waterfall, explain what waterfall actually means.
So what waterfall is, if you have a standard plane like this, we'll come in and cut a 45 on that top, and then we bring another 45 here to match up perfectly with it. And then we bring that side of the kitchen cabinet or bathroom vanity all the way down to the hardwood floor or tile. So what was very unique and interesting in this process was we literally had about 5 to 7 different veins that we had to match up to be able to make that look seamless, and we were able to do a perfect job on that. We're very excited about it. Here's one we've done a number of kitchens in and some vanities recently. It's got some sparkle to it, called White Solace. A little reflective material in there, kind of gives you that little disco ball effect, and looks great with lights or coming down on under cabinet lights, etc. And we've done quite a few projects recently. We just did a State Farm agency in Johns Island. That's their countertops and things in there also using this.
Well, do me a favor, don't show Ness this, because she is all about sparkle. She is all about sparkle and colors. Now, back behind the warehouse, he has his inventory, and there's a lot more materials back here. And we're going to look at some of the materials that he has back here as well. And he can discuss, talk a little bit about some of the different varieties that he has.
Sure. Yeah, we're very proud that in the last 4 months, we've taken a lot of our remnants that were here in a bunch of different areas, moved those towards the back, bought 20 more A-frames to hold new slab products. So we've tripled the amount of product that Universal has in stock at any point in its history. Here's a beautiful exotic called Gold Marinase. Almost looks like the bottom of river rock. Is that beautiful?
This is absolutely beautiful. This is kind of unique. It does look just like river rock. I wish I would have seen that when I was doing some of my projects in the Philippines.
And this is a gorgeous product that comes from Brazil. It's called Fantasy Brown or Swift Current. Very popular right now. We've got 10 different bundles of Fantasy Brown here in stock. And every bundle is different. It comes from, this one has some very light beiges, the grays, the whites, and some brown to some darker colors in some of the other stones. This one here we just finished up. We made a L shape last Thursday in a large buffet room for the Charleston Yacht Club. This is their new buffet area, which they're renovating.
And this falls into that category that I was talking about earlier about the a lot of the natural colors, the calm beige colors, and some of the grays inside. I really like that.
A lot of people like the lighter colors,
Yeah.
with the whites and light gray cabinets, and this matches perfectly with that. And the other very big seller for us is called Shadow Storm. And Shadow Storm is kind of a cross between a marble and a granite if you look at stain resistance and scratching. It comes in the whites and the grays and just some beautiful colors. And we have 6 different bundles of Shadow Storm here right now. Shadow Storm is probably our largest seller right now, followed by Fantasy Brown, and right behind that is different quartz products. This is another bundle of Shadow Storm. This one is honed, so they've taken that reflective polish off of it, so it looks very nice on a kitchen counter. It gives a little different look than a regular stone would. It's been very popular for us. As you can see, a very white background and just some beautiful muted gray patterns throughout. And here's another prime example of a Shadow Storm. In this stone, you get to see the true meaning of Shadow Storm. You see that storm effect, that turbulence, the little turmoil in the pattern, and but both in the white and gray area. In addition, we brought in another bundle last week. It has green in it, so we have a little bit of green, touches of green in one part and a little bit down below. And here's a beautiful stone called Brazilian Carrara. It's a lot tougher stone than an Italian Carrara would be. Certainly it comes from Brazil, but some beautiful green in it, with the majority of that light gray texture, but also in a very light stone. We recently did a large kitchen in Daniels Island, and the island we double laminated, so they wanted a very thick edge. It had a special pattern that came out around the front of the cooktop, and then at the back of it where the bar stools went, we had another 12 inches that we double laminated. Went to pick the stone up, it was 1,000 pounds, so 5 guys couldn't move it, so I had to call and say, we'll be back in the morning with a crane. So we craned it up the 13 steps and had 6 guys there to pull it off and put it in, and it turned out gorgeous.
I love the colors in this one.
And this is an exotic called Copenhagen, and Copenhagen has a very bright white background next to some dark browns and even blacks. Certain slabs of this remind me of fish fossils. Looks like a flounder in here in some of the white patterns. It's very pretty. We find ourselves doing a lot of quartzites now also. Quartzite's a very tough material. So it takes us 2.5 times as long to cut quartzite as it does granite.
Really?
And 2.5 times as long to fabricate. A very, very dense stone. But
Now, this is a stone. This isn't a fabricated one with the compression and everything like you were talking about
no,
before.
this is not a quartz,
not quartz,
not a
it's
man-made
quartzite.
product. This is a quartzite. This is natural, comes out of the ground like this, and just beautiful. You can get some of these lighter colors in it. Here's another quartzite product that has some lighter greens to it. Beautiful, nice pattern, horizontal pattern throughout. And this stone here kind of reminds me of fall. The colors of a New England fall in it, and these huge quartz crystals in here work around, but gorgeous stone.
That is a beautiful piece of work there. Wait, I think we're about done, but the main reason that we came down here today was to pick up some granite ourselves, what we're going to be sending back to the Philippines. Remember I said they're small enough to fit in a ballot buying box. If I could have put some of these larger pieces for our countertops in a ballot buying box, I sure would have sent them, or maybe a container option as well. But anyway, these are the two corner pieces that I picked up for the bathroom, for the CR. And this is going to be a corner bench right here, and this is going to be a shelf inside the shower. They're matching, so both of these will be inside the master CR, the master bathroom, the master shower, up on the second floor in that suite. So they look great, Greg, and I think these are going to work out just fine. And I appreciate you talking with us today and giving us the demonstrations, and I think a lot of people are going to find this interesting. Now, for folks in the local area who are probably pretty much interested, give us some information if they want to contact you for looking at some of your granite and maybe doing a purchase. Can you give me that?
Sure, absolutely. So it's Universal Marble and Granite. We're at 7265 Peppermill Parkway in North Charleston off of Ashley Phosphate. Our number is 843-767-7779. And if you get an opportunity to go online, you'll find us at Universal, M as in Mary, Granite.net. And we've been very blessed. We are the only fabricator in the state of South Carolina can say this. We have 35 5-star Google ratings.
So anyway, thanks to Greg for taking the time. I know he's got a showroom. The showroom is full of people right now, and he took the time to come out here and talk with us. So anyway, again, thanks, Greg. And we will be shipping this out this weekend, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wonderful.
Back to the Philippines.
Oh, I'm very excited. I want to see some finished pictures when you...
But I know you want to get paid, so I got to pay you too for these. So, anyway,
Okay.
So we're going to conclude here, and we'll close out in just a few minutes. Well, here we are back at the house, and what a wonderful day we had today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, going down to Universal Marble and Granite, and I want to thank Greg again for his wonderful explanation and inviting us into his office, into his workspace, and in his backyard, and sharing that experience with us. Anyway, by the way, 32 days till I'm back in the Philippines and getting back building Villa Feliz, completing that project out. I'm excited. I hope you are too. So I'm going to close for today, and the next episode should be that video I promised you on the new camera that we're installing for a security camera here at the house here. So until that time, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed and you will be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed day.